Hey friends, so today I don't know exactly where the day is gonna take us. I have been wanting to go to TJ Maxx, but I don't think I'm feeling it today. I really primarily want to look for like shower curtains there, but I want white and blue or like a specific kind of color tone, but I don't think we're gonna do that today. But I do think I want to go to Dollar Tree today. I haven't been in a long time, but I've been seeing cute little like garden accessories online, like on TikTok and stuff. But the one I live near one, or I live near one that's really close, but sometimes they don't always carry the stuff that I see online. But I think we might go check it out. And then I do kind of want to peek into Home Depot. Don't know also if I'll do that or not, because today it's supposed to be 109 or 108, like that's how hot it's gonna be, and it's barely like 9 a.m. and it's already pretty hot. I was just out there. But also, side note, I'm kind of sad this morning because I walked out there and then I have some seeds that have sprouted, but this is literally like my fourth time trying to grow seeds. My first one, I kind of just did it on a whim, didn't really know much about it, and I think I just planted those way too early because the temperatures and then just the weather was not very predictable. They got too much water, too rained out for like 3 days with no sun, so those died. I figured let me try them inside. I had a little pack here that, well, first then I tried other ones outside, and then my cat thieves knocked over the seeds, took them out. Like, I tried to fix them, which I have 2 little mini pots that survived of zinnias, and the other day one of them finally sprouted, and that it was a pink zinnia, which is what I've been wanting, but we'll come back to that. So that's what happened to those. And then these are tiny little seeds I can't find. Like, you know what I mean? I felt like SpongeBob looking for his contact. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, So that was like the second time. The third time I decided, let me do these inside. So I did a little bit of research about like seed starting indoors, and most of them didn't make it, but I had 2 zinnias that were still going strong. They were already had their like 4th set of true leaves. Well, when I went out of town, I came back, they didn't make it. So I was really sad about those babies. So those are goners too. I planted another set like over the weekend or a week ago. I don't remember exact date. And those are the ones that are outside today. Well, one of the cats that I feed, I don't know if they're her kittens, and I just didn't know she had kittens because she's been coming around maybe a month, but I never saw her pregnant, and so I don't know if maybe she had these kittens, brought them back. But there was another cat that used to come around that she looked pregnant, and then all of a sudden like her belly was gone, but she stopped coming by. And then, but now homegirl all of a sudden brought 2 kittens with her, so I don't know if they're her kittens and maybe she just took them, because Stevie never brought those kittens around whenever, like, I don't know if she had kittens or not, but she had a belly one day she didn't, so, but never brought them around or anything. So I don't know, Nate thinks they're Hildy's kittens, but all of a sudden there's 2 little kittens that are coming around, and they're little babies, so I don't want them to starve. So I have been giving them a little bit of food whenever I feed like Sylvester and Hildy. I split the can, and then they each get their can, and then I split the can between the 2 kittens. But they're cute and all, but those kittens are destroying everything, and I can't take it anymore. But so last night when we had taken the dogs out, the kittens, I had the seeds on a brick. The kittens knocked over the seeds and took out the seed tags. So I don't know which flowers are which, but I was like, you know what? It's okay. So I just put them on the floor. This morning I come out, those kittens knocked out over the pot with my 2 seedlings that actually made it from the first round. And now those are like destroyed. The leaves are like wilted. One of them, like the stem was completely broken, and like all the way down to the cotyledon seed cotyledon leaves. And so that one hadn't flowered yet, but I don't know, like I said, I know they lose those cotyledon seeds because cotyledon leaves, I keep saying seeds, they lose them, so those aren't the true leaves. So I don't know if it's gonna survive because it only has the cotyledon leaves now, and those are supposed to fall off anyways. So I don't know what's gonna happen to that one, but that one makes me so sad because that one I think I planted in April, and it finally was like getting strong, and it actually made it for all of that. And then the other one, the same thing, the leaves are kind of like, the stem is still on, but it's completely flopped over. The leaves are all like wilty, the flower is wilty, like they really destroyed it. And they literally like scooped out, like dug out the soil, so a lot of the soil was on the floor. So I don't know, it was just so sad because I was so happy with that zinnia flower. It was so pretty. I was excited to cut it and bring it in like once it had bloomed a little bit more. So I'm like, I don't know. But the other seedlings, they did the same thing to those. They messed with them again. Like, I'll show you a picture. So some of them are still okay, but I don't know which are which. I think they destroyed the marigolds. But, like, if you can see, I don't know, like, the stems are completely flopped over. They, like, took off some of the leaves. So all of those marigolds, if those are the marigolds, are completely done. They did the same to some of the cosmos. Like, the cosmos on that one, the leaves are completely off. There's one right there that is still making it. And there's, like, a couple that are still alive, but a lot of them are, like, wilty and over. And then I think these are zinnias, but I can't tell because, you know, homegirl's children just took out the tags and had a field day with it. So I'm so sad about that. So I don't know. I'm going to try to figure that out, but I don't know. You know what I mean? And then I think they're playing with this trellis I had made for my bougainvillea, and I love the trellis. I was really excited, but it was like a DIY, and I kind of didn't do the best job clearly, and it like fell over and it ripped off a couple of the bougainvillea flowers, which I was like, because my bougainvillea is like my pride and joy. That baby brings me so much joy, but I don't know. So I need to figure out something to reinforce it, make it stronger, because it was a DIY trellis, like out of sticks. Like, let me show you. Homegirl's a little crooked, I will say that. She was a DIY, but to me, I thought it was so cute. But so that's my little bougainvillea, and that's the trellis I made out of sticks. I loved it. But like I said, and then I have this little like butterfly monarch pot hanger. They keep knocking that out too, so I got tired of it, so I just put it in the soil. They scooped it out of the soil, so I'm just like, homegirl, I love you, Hildy, but if you're gonna be bringing these kids around, you need to keep your kids in check. So I'm just like, you need to take them elsewhere. But anyways, so I want to figure out something to do with that, but I don't know, I was going to start a new set of seedlings because I still have seeds, and then I still have the trays to hopefully try it again. But I don't know. I haven't completely given up on those, but when they're in that stage, they're just so fragile, you know? So I don't know. But anyways, we want to go to Dollar Tree, kind of try to find cute little garden things, like decor things. And then I need to pot this. I got this for my sister yesterday. It's a polka dot plant because she was watching my dogs. I think these are so cute. I love them. They're just so cool looking. They just have polka dots. This one was really cool because it had the green ones, it had a little bit of the pink ones, and then the maroon looking ones. So I thought that was cool. I've seen them all the time. They're really cute. I've kind of always wanted a pink one, but I have a lot of plants already. But this one was cool because it had all three that I've seen. So I need to put this in a pot. I was gonna paint her one because lately, which I also need to finish one I've been I can't talk. I need to finish one I've been painting for my mini snake plant that I have in my living room. I got the version that has the like yellow sides of that snake plant. So I need to pot that, and then I've been painting it too. I only have the first coat though. And then I've been painting pots, like I said. This one, I really love how it turned out. This one is just like white with like hearts and leaves. And then this one is a cute little spider plant. My mom got it for me. Well, she gave me a clipping off of her plant, and then once it developed roots, I put it in this pot. I love that baby. I love how it turned out. I really like how her pot turned out too, but she never said anything, so I don't know if she liked it or not, but it's okay. So we want to finish that pot today, and then there's also this DIY I want to do. I have this mirror in my closet, and it's just white, and I've seen people like kind of paint them, so I want to do that. And I kind of like, if you saw my video a couple like weeks ago, or maybe like a month ago or something, I had made my own little spring wreath. I still have some of the moss left over, and so I kind of want to paint that mirror gold and then put like moss and flowers and like little things like that. So I think that's what we want to do today too. So those are the things. I also, Nate's been wanting more Pop-Tarts because I made homemade Pop-Tarts like a couple weeks ago, and he really liked them. So I kind of want to do that, but I think I need to go get a jam for it, because I also put jam when I make like homemade oats, but the one I got is not very sweet, and then he does like sweet, so I think I need to go get that because I like it in my oats, and it only has like it's pretty good ingredients. I think it has maybe like 5 ingredients on there, so I love that jam, but I don't think he's gonna like it because when I tasted it, it was not very sweet at all. So we might do that too, but I kind of want to make Pop-Tarts again today, so we'll see. But we'll see where the day takes us. And oh, I remember what I was saying about Home Depot. I kind of wanted to go to Home Depot to look into getting a mint plant, but I haven't fully decided because I have no more pots and pretty much no more space to put any of these plants. So we'll see, and I'll catch you guys when we come back. Hey guys, so hopefully the sun, you can still kind of see me, but we went to Home Depot and then we went to Dollar Tree. Home Depot, I didn't find what I was looking for. I was just looking for a small mint plant, but they didn't have any at the moment. So later on, I might go to another nursery, but I haven't decided yet. But they had such pretty plants. There's like 2 there that I saw that I've been wanting, but we didn't get her because we didn't need her. But what I did get from there was, I've been looking for this one specifically, and I've only seen the huge ones, and I wanted a small one first. But these are these outdoor fly traps. I've heard they work pretty good, and I was gonna put it outdoors, kind of near the door, I'm hoping, because those flies love to fly inside and we're sick of flies. So I got that. And then I just got 2 of these little miniature saucers. I needed more of these. And then at Dollar Tree, it was pretty slim pickings there, you know, as far as garden center and well, not garden center, but like garden accessories go, and all the cute stuff I've seen online, there was nada. So I didn't get anything from there that I was hoping, but it's okay. It wasn't like a need, it was just kind of like cute to peek at, wanted to get an idea, but maybe another time, because it looked like it was pretty picked over, and it also kind of looked like the same kind of stuff I saw like months ago. So I think maybe they just haven't gotten shipments for a while, but I don't know. But what I did get from there was this super strong contact cement strong adhesive. I'm gonna give her a go. I'm gonna use this, like I think I was telling you guys earlier how like the cats kind of broke my trellis, though not the whole thing, because I did kind of wire it together, but at the base they broke a couple of those. So I'm going to try to use this cement glue to kind of hopefully hold it together and then rewire it better, so it's just a little bit more sturdy. So we're gonna give that a chance. Also, I just got these little art palettes. There's a pack of 6 of these. I literally am always using the most random things ever as like a palette. Like it'll be just like a piece of a box or like random things like that. And finally the other day I was like, I need to just buy them, and they had them there at Dollar Tree, so I went ahead and got a pair. And then I really needed cotton rounds. I ran out of my last one today, and I just use it for my toner in the morning and at night, and so I just needed a pack of those. And then I got these bubs. I've been seeing these candies, like I've heard they're really good. It's like Swedish candy. I heard it's really good. I'm gonna give her a try. And then I got 2 of these little hand sanitizers. I love the spray hand sanitizer so much, like I always have some with me. But this one specifically, Moonlight Orchid scented. I bought this one a while, like a month ago, or I don't even know when. One of the last times I went to Dollar Tree, I saw it there, I got it. This is my favorite scent I've seen from hand sanitizer. It smells so lovely. Every time I used it, I was like, ah, she smells good. So I got another one of those for my car, and then just an extra just in case I don't find her again, because for a little bit there, I went back and you know, she was hiding from me. But they had stocked up there, so I got that. And then the last thing I got is just this little dispenser. I made blueberry homemade syrup, and I've been wanting to try to make different syrups more, but right now it's just in like a juice bottle. And so this I thought would be perfect for that. So that is everything I got at Dollar Tree and at Home Depot. Like I said, we might go to another nursery, but I don't know yet because it was pretty hot. And then there's other stuff I wanted to do at home, so might leave that for another day. But right now I'm at Target because I saw they had online some Chobani new flavor creamers, and Chobani creamers are just, to me, I love them so much. And I've been making iced coffee more at home, and there was one that was like cookie butter, and it looked like a kind of Biscoff cookie on it, and that sounds delightful. So I want to try to find that, and then maybe find the Biscoff butter if they have it, and I feel like that could just be like so good. So we're gonna go do that, but I'm gonna just try to go there, in and out, you know, so we'll see. But we're gonna wrap it up here, and I think I'll show you guys later if I do finish my mirror today. I'll show you guys that outcome. So see you in a bit. Hey guys, so we're back from the lovely Target. I did take slightly more than I wanted, but I didn't get much, so I'm still proud of that. But as I told you guys, the whole point of coming here was I wanted that Chobani cookie butter creamer. They did not have it. They had some of the other newer flavors I saw, but they didn't have that one, so that was a bummer. But I did grab this one, which was one of the other flavors I wanted to try too. It's toasted coconut vanilla. I love coconut creamer so much, and so I feel like that will be good anyways, either with like a hot coffee or an iced coffee, or either way. And then I just needed some jam, so I got more of that. And then, but I was like, well, let me see if they have the Biscoff spread, and I can still try it maybe that way. So I looked, and I didn't know what aisle it would be in, but I checked in like the peanut butter jelly Nutella aisle. I figured that was my best shot. I looked and I didn't find it anywhere, and I was like, oh man. And then so I was in the creamer aisle, and then after I couldn't find the creamer either, I was like, let me see if they carry it. So I like looked on the Target app, and it said they had it, and they had one in stock. And so I was like, let me find this baby. So I like looked in the aisle. It said it was the same aisle as the peanut butter and jelly one. So I was like, it says there's one here. So I looked, and I was just looking, and I couldn't find it. Then I spotted towards the back, someone had tried to hide it behind the peanut butter, and I was like, you really did this to me? And then so I was like, baby, come here. And then so I got it, and it was the last one. I'm sorry whoever tried to hide it. You know, your girl's been there too, but today your girl was on a mission, and she wanted that cookie latte. So I got the Biscoff cookie butter. So, and then the last thing I got were just these flowers. They look like baby's breath, but they're like colored. I don't know if they like dye them or paint them, or if they come like that, but I don't know, but they're cute anyways. I liked them. So I got those because the ones I have in my vase right now, they had a really long vase life. They've been in there for like 2 weeks already, 2.5 weeks, probably going on 3. But now they are starting to give out a little bit. And so we need a new little floor refresh. So that is everything I got at Target. Now I'm gonna go home, eat lunch and stuff, and then hopefully try to work on those little crafts I told you guys about. So we'll either see you in a bit or see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. It looks like from here the lighting's not the best, but you know, I'm not a professional, so I never said I was. So hopefully guys you can see this, but this is a mirror. I just finished it. I do need to get more moss. I used up the everything I had on the moss, and I was planning on using some of the moss for something else, so I do need to get more because I do want to kind of fill in some more of the gaps. But this is the mirror, how it turned out. First I did the moss, and like a lot of this stuff I already had from when I did my spring wreath. Everything is from Hobby Lobby. So this one I added this little birdie guy here. I added these dragonfly things, some butterflies, mushrooms. These they don't carry anymore. This is from years ago. But everything else they still currently have. Same with like the acorns and everything. It's all from there. I love the way it turned out. I love the dragonflies and everything. The only thing I don't know if I love is these big flowers. So we might remove them, but I'm going to hang it up, see how I feel about it first. but that is everything on it. I love the way it turned out. I think it turned out super cute, but that is a wreath. Also, I did try the Biscoff coffee. I did finish it already, but look at how cute this little cup is. I got it from World Market when we were out of town. I love it so much. The coffee was really good. The only thing is, whenever I added the Biscoff, I would try to mix it in more, or if you have one of those little whisks, I would do that, because it is kind of like, I'm not going to show you because it kind of looks gross, but at the bottom of the drink, it's kind of like just clumps of the Biscoff spread, but it was so good, guys. All it was I used 2 shots of espresso, and then 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and then 1 tablespoon of the Biscoff coffee and milk, and it was just perfect. I loved it. So that was a win for me too. Okay, so this is how my sister's pot turned out. I just did the final coat of it. It's just, I did orange and purple butterflies with little flowers, and then this little leaf viney design. So I finished with hers. I'll get it potted tomorrow, but that's the final product. Hey guys, so we are back the next day at Home Depot. So the glue I showed you yesterday from Dollar Tree was pretty much useless. I feel like hot glue was better than that, but clearly the hot glue didn't hold up. But anyways, that one was a dud. So because I kind of glued it back together and put it back, and then the cats were playing with it again, it fell over again, and like, I hope it didn't do much damage to my bougainvillea, but it did rip out a couple leaves. But so we're back at Home Depot, and then I got some Gorilla Glue this time. Nate said this would probably be better, so I got the heavy duty construction adhesive. He said the original one would be perfect for what I was using, but the original one, you have to clamp it together for like 2 hours, and I don't really have clamps like that, and then I would need probably like 10 clamps. So this one didn't have to clamp for 2 hours, and it only needed to be held together for 60 seconds. And so hopefully this is okay. So we got that, and then yesterday I saw a plant I really liked, and I've always kind of liked these plants, but they're typically more expensive. But I didn't get it, but yesterday I kept thinking about it and I wanted it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I know I said I don't need it anymore, and I told myself I was gonna ban myself, but you know, we're just living, like the famous Courtney Cook says. But this one is a Monstera. I think it's called like a Thai constellation Monstera. I just think the leaves are so pretty, and like I love just the way they look. And then this one was $13.98, so it is a smaller one, and like I feel like most of them are pretty expensive, like 40s, and can get up to like $80 or more. Even the hundreds, depending on like how big you got it. But I hadn't seen a mini one like this, and at this price, because I saw a smaller one, or a small one kind of like this at Lowe's, but I think the cheapest was like $30 for one this size. So I thought this was perfect. I really think it's so beautiful. And then I just got this terracotta pot to put it in. And then the last thing I got was just some Back to the Roots organic all-purpose potting mix. I got this one because, I mean, I have some already, but I can't remember if that one, I feel like that one's a little dense for my indoor plants. I think it's perfect for the outdoor ones, but I don't know. I'm still learning. But I liked this one because it has like mycorrhizae. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but mycorrhizae and soil enhancing earthworm castings. I know both are really good for your plants. I used to have a packet of, I think it was the brand Soil Moisture mycorrhizae, and I liked that a lot because it's like helps with transplanting shock, and it gives it a lot of like good nutrients and stuff like that for the soil and the plant. But I ran out of it, and then this one had it in the soil, and I thought that was perfect. I've been wanting to try earthworm castings because I've heard like some plants love it, and this one had both in there, so I was like, you know what, why not give her a try. And so we're gonna try that soil for this one, and then probably for my sister's one too, and then I'll probably mix a little bit more perlite in there, and then a little bit more or add a little bit of compost to it too when I repot it. So that is everything I got, but I was just gonna give you guys an update, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.